why BLG has to win Worlds tomorrow to save the future of the League of Legends esports. So the thing is that recently, like the LPL cut a lot of paychecks and everything. They want to save money because they see that, well, actually, esports is not generating so much money. It's better just to be like, for example, I mean, the thing is, like, if you're not just like top team, then actually you're not generating the money. So investing in like the teams from the bottom or just the middle of the league, there's actually no point into that. Also in the China recently, a lot of people are not playing the league that much. They are actually playing much more the Valorant, which is kind of crazy to me because I don't really remember Chinese beat that so good in the FPS. While they are probably top in the mobile, like also in the Dota, they have like a lot of the success historically. I remember. So why is that? I mean, a lot of people, the younger people, are just not playing like the mostly the people who are older, like 20 till like 30 years, are the people who are playing League. There are like so many games right now which are just going to be played on the phone and also just to play on the PC. You have restrictions in China, so it's really hard to to be pro before the level, not the level, before the 18 years old. So it makes sense why actually not a lot of people want to go pro into it. And if you can't actually make a lot of funds for the esports, which are going to be young, and actually you can't milk them to get some money later, right? If they will be like 25, 26, like for the like 5, 10 years, you have to like milk them, at least the attention from them, so the sponsor will see it. But recently in the China, well, it goes downhill. People just play Valorant mostly also, and they just prefer the new games. So this is how it works, actually. Am I happy about it? I'm not so sure. But still, like, really, just social media players or popular streamers just make more money than pro players in China. Like, for example, DNB can just make 500,000 per month by just streaming. I mean, he's also like one of the most popular Chinese players because, you know, in 2020 you had COVID, so besides the sitting in the home at home and just watching the League of Legends or just any big esports games, and actually the League of Legends was big back then. Then you there was like actually nothing else to do, so people were actually watching it. So it's just like and he won it. So actually he got a lot of fame, a lot of fans, a lot of money by it, and also the org, the Fan Plus Phoenix, also EDG from the last year. I mean, not the. I mean, IG from the 2019 and 2021. The EDG with the Scout and Gala. I mean, Gala. No, the Viper was here in the EDG. Yeah, but Gala is probably one of the most famous ADC players for LPL, and this way it's so important for them to win tomorrow. The thing is that you have basically there's a huge meme in the League of Legends esports that 5 people from the China can't win because every single time when Chinese, I mean not Chinese but the LPL side won instead of LCK, so the Chinese side of the League of Legends, Chinese League won instead of a Korean league, it was every single time they had a Korean, but this time it's different. Like look at it. I'm just going to show, like, for example, this time we have Bin, who is Chinese, Wei Jun, Night Elk on. Everyone is Chinese, besides the Easy Hun, but it's just a coach, so that's fair enough. So, like I'm saying, in like 2021, like I'm just going to scroll this simply. 2019, Fan Plus Phoenix. Ooh, the organ was Korean. Wait, wait. But no. This is a wrong roster. Obviously, it's a wrong roster. It was totally different. The Gimgun was playing by yeah, Duinbi and Gimgun. Well, so they wouldn't place right now in the FPX. Okay, makes sense. So Gingun and DNB. Mostly the thing is about the Korean mid lanes. Because look, in 2019, you had the wait, it's 2019, yes. So here the where is it? Not Korea, China. Oh, IG, Deshai, Rookie. So once again, the Korean top and Korean mid laner. The Chinese don't have a good solo laners. I mean, they do. They have a Knight. They had a Brief. They had Xiao. Wait, Brave? Yeah, Brave is Chinese for sure. And now in 2021, when my Tamon lost sadly, there was also a scout who is Korean and Viper who is also Korean. So every single time there was 2 Chinese people, and actually they're huge. They were actually very decisive about it. They were changing a lot. I mean, Taipei assassins back then, I don't actually remember if they were Chinese or not. I think they were from the Vietnam, no, Taiwan. Can we count them as Chinese? I don't think so. I don't think so. But yeah, they're like not straight Chinese, I would say. I mean, you could say that this is like 5 Chinese. You could say it. That's debatable. You can debate it. But besides it, I don't remember. It was like LCK every single time. 2017 was Samsung White, I mean Galaxy. 19, yeah, Invictus Gaming. 2019 FPX. 2020. Wait, not 2020. I just said that the FPX was in 2019. The down one in 2020. This is why also the overall like back then. The Showmaker got and Canyon like a lot of the fame. I would say also Nuguri. Nuguri is like look in the 16 hours we'll have the BLG versus T1. It's like the most important game recently. So this is the thing. The Chinese people are not winning for free. I mean, 2 years in a row. This is like very important thing. The Chinese love to be the best. If they are not the best, they are deeping the sport or something like that. They want to be the best, at least in Asia. But the worst thing is that Koreans are the best team. So they want to be the best. If they're not winning, then mostly they will just deep it. Like, what's the point into investing into it? Like, you can see that basically if you're just going to see the Asian games when it comes to the sports, or just what was the name of it? The Olympics. You can see that every single time China dominates, not even basically just Asian countries, but it just obliterate every single other country. Even USA when it comes to the golds, if I remember correctly. But yeah, USA likes to say, "Oh, we have more medals, so we have more actually impact." But also they have much more athletes than the Chinese people do. Well, besides it, like for example in the tennis table, like no one can actually win versus Chinese. Like this is like a huge event. If someone does that, it's just like a crazy pull off. It's just against the all odds, I would say. Basically, I mean, recently, right now, also it's just pretty easy to play. Like, look, the tennis table is just one of the easiest sports, and they dominate it like crazy. Yeah. Also, League of Legends is pretty easy to pick up, and they are not dominating it, so they are not investing into it also. And because the young people are losing attraction to it, and because they are not winning, then mostly they will just dip. There will be like no point in we are not making money, we don't have like any let's say audience, so what's the point of actually still putting money into it? And that's actually a reasonable thing to say. So coming back, we also have the thing that in the China, if they're going to win, also because of the meme, the 5 Chinese can't win, and if the 5 Chinese will win, like totally, we don't need Koreans to win. This is crazy. It might actually inspire people to actually play more League, because the international success is the most important, not domestic, because you're just like the champion of your country, so that's not so big of an achievement. I mean, worldwide, of course. And you want to, every single time you're doing something, you want to be the best in the world, not just in the country, right? So, I mean, you have to be the best in the country at first to be the best in the world. But and this is like crazy thing. This the BLG is obviously the top one team. Like throughout the season, they play probably the cleanest League of Legends overall. They play versus T1, also because of the T1 last year, also because of the T1 2 years ago. They just really hate T1. They just hate the T1. The Chinese people hate T1 because mostly, you know, they are not getting any titles, any awards, which are just the most important and most inspiring thing to do. So they are mostly not interested. If we lost 3-0 versus Korean team, we had nothing actually to show. We lost once again the awards in the most important tournament. So I guess once again doesn't care. We are just weak, and this is like the mindset they are like thinking about it. Like if they are not winning, they are just weak, and this is why there's no point into investing into it. But it will probably change if they will win. If the BLG will make it and will win, even dominate T1, it's going to be like a crazy change, and maybe it will inspire the people because we won versus Koreans. Maybe we are not so bad in the end. Because look, in 2021 they won, and there's like 200 million or 300 million people of watching Edward Gaming, and actually, I mean the EDG winning versus the Damwon back then, and like people were just celebrating in the middle of the night. They're celebrating on the streets like 2 a.m. or 3 a.m. Like this was crazy. Like imagine for the esports game, like this normal in like football, but in esports you're celebrating on the street, man. That's crazy. Yeah, like I said, in 2022 the JDG lost versus T1 3-1, not even 5 games, and other teams lost horribly, if I remember correctly. 3-0 to the T1, 3 to the DRX, which the DRX was like the weakest actually team probably in this whole bracket, but still they pulled it off. So this is insane. And in 2023, obviously we have the Weibo losing the final 3-0, and it was looking like a joke. The final was looking like a joke. Like basically, Weibo was just run over by T1 like crazy. The JDG lost the 3-0 versus LNG, and BLG, they won versus Genji, sure, but still it was very hard. They lost to Weibo, and Weibo was just obliterated. It's really sad that we didn't get the BLG versus T1 final. It would be 10 times more interesting. But yeah, happens. What can I say about it? Like, still, the thing is that we had really huge fan base in the China, but right now it's just kind of smaller because when you're just older, you just like to pick up new hobbies besides the League of Legends, and I respect that. Like that, it makes sense totally. So yeah, hopefully, I mean, for the League of Legends esports for the future, you really, if you just want the most of the League of Legends esports, you don't want the same team or the same, I would say, country to win every single time. This is like the worst thing which can happen in any competition, any sports. The same team or just same teams from the same country just winning every single year the most important thing. You just don't even care about the game. You just care about these people, like people who don't even watch esports know who is a faker. And this is like the case because he won so many times. Most of you think, faker will win it, so there's no point to watching it. And also this is like the case of just, for example, we have a Duplantis, who is the Swedish pole jumper. Like no one actually care about a pole jumping, and you just only care about a Duplantis. And probably more people know about a Duplantis than pole jumping. I mean, this is like crazy thing, I mean, yeah, you have to know the pole, but you can you name anyone else besides the Duplantis? Like I would say probably not. Like just to the most people, when actually there's a competition every single year, like someone else is winning. Oh, maybe someone from my country will win, someone from the other country, maybe some player who I like from one team, maybe the team I like, maybe I just don't hate it, I just like it, so it would be nice if they win it. So we know that you don't know who will win it, but what's the point of watching it if you know who will win it? Just like the other thing. So this is why we need it for the future. Just that finally this year the 5 Chinese is not going to be a meme. It's not going to be a meme. Yeah, it would change a lot. And actually, the Chinese people are very nationalists, so winning just for the whole 5 Chinese people of the roster would just go crazy, and a lot of people will be inspired. And now there will be a point to invest, get some audience for the LPL, for the Chinese League of Legends, to actually compete with the LCK. The thing is, if they will not win this year and they're going to be 3-0, 3-1 easily by T1, they will just fuck it. And in the next years, only LCK will be like at the top. Like I will tell you that only LCK will be the top. Like really, it's just crazy. It's just crazy, and really, really, if we want to have the esports, the most competitive, and we will see the best teams, the best players with the lowest amount of mistakes, then yeah, anyone who wants to actually have it later to just watch the best games should support BLG. Like, of course, the better team will win, but the more T1 will win, it will hurt more the league scene. Of course, it won't hurt the T1 fans, because they are like. I mean, the thing about the T1 is that most of the people are just glory hunters. They're like not T1 fans. They're just fans because of the success, and it's like also the thing with the Real Madrid in the football. So yeah, like basically, win of the BLG will help a lot. The only thing is that maybe if T1 wins once again, maybe Chinese will dip, so Koreans will just. I think they will be just not even touched. Like they will just win every single next tournament, and the faker will be gone. It will be the really big hit to the overall League of Legends. So if we will have more people, the younger people, because remember the faker is 28. We will have more younger people, so actually people will be inspired. Oh, he's young, I would love to be also young. I would try hard to be a young upcoming star. Like you don't have to get like 30 years to be the best in the world, right? I can be just, I don't know, I'm 16, I can be at 19 the world champion if I would try hard. So this like also another thing that you want to have like young people to become the world champs. So it's also inspiring many times. So there's like another case. Okay, I guess it will be it. I feel like I already talked about it a lot. And yeah, if BLG wins, it's great for the esports. If T1 wins, it's going to be bad for esports, but Koreans and T1 fans will be happy. The BLG, well, probably everyone else is going to be happy. I mean, most of the people will be just happy. Oh, Faker won once again. Wow, that's crazy. The guy who won the most wins once again. This is why also like I hated the Astralis in the Counter-Strike. Like every single tournament, you fucking knew they're going to win it. Like there was nothing, no one was able to stop them. But yeah, they win. And actually, they were every single time winning. Like no one could actually be as good as them back then in the prime. Yeah, crazy. But yeah, that will be it. Thank you guys for watching, and see you guys in the next video. Hopefully after the rewards, so I'll be able to just upload my own content instead of just League of Legends esports. Also, there's a lot of things changing in the next upcoming League of Legends esports season, and I will talk about it later. But yeah, now I'm just going tomorrow to the cinema to watch those beautiful games. Hopefully the 5 games and BLG wins, hopefully.